talking about, and then the motherfucker just said, "Gonna time out." Oh, your ass gonna time out now. Yeah, man. Like I done went like shit, maybe 3 hours before, man. I think my longest podcast is probably like maybe 3.5 hours. And it ain't never do that shit. That shit crazy.
They felt the frequencies. That's
yeah, they did. They did.
That's what it was.
Yeah, they hear us. They see us. Hey, that's like I was just watching Amazon had a guy that no, it was a woman. She looked up her data. You know how they tell you can have your data? So she looked up her data and stuff like that. Amazon had like 13,000 of her like voice recordings and shit like that. Like a shit that just goes on around her phone. Recording our house, all that shit. Just in the file. Just in the file. It's just in the file. Like so I'm like, man, that shit crazy.
That's why I'm believing all the new technology, bro. I try to stay in the past a little bit. I don't catch up on it, bro.
Right.
It's different for me, man. They being able to do too much. I don't know if you ever noticed, you cannot have your phone open. You could be talking about something, having a conversation with somebody, and then you go on your Facebook or go on your phone and you see the conversation you just had popping up.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's different, bro. They different.
But just knowing a little bit about science, we are technology. We
factual.
We do this stuff that they're building stuff to try to be us, like Iron Man. Like we are the fucking Iron Man with the regular shit. And that's it's like this. Like aliens don't like white people. I watched this on one of my previous episodes. I had this guy, he was talking about that on there. Aliens can't like white people because only white people looking for aliens. When it comes to the Vatican and it comes to like Rome and Greece, they always say, they built it. But when it comes to black people and black cultures and like Egypt and Africa, like America and all these places with pyramids, then all of a sudden aliens did it. All of a sudden aliens did it. So like
it's just me and you in the dark. I caught you peeking at my soul. I caught you peeking at my soul. I caught you peeking at my soul. As I walk barefoot across the sun on your bitch ass.
Nigga! Came chill with the black people. They never chill with the white people. You know what I'm saying? They must have.
Hey, facts though. You just spoke real though.
Like that's facts. Like all of the shit that we built, the aliens built it. But then
they're gonna take.
But when it comes to,
they're not gonna give us that credit.
Yeah, but when it comes to the White House and fucking the shit in Rome and Rome was built by blacks, but the stuff in Rome, they say white people built it, you know what I mean? But when it comes to pyramids and all of this shit they can't explain, oh man, they don't just say black people. I mean, black people lived there, but aliens came down and did it because they couldn't have been that smart to build that. So man, listen, aliens don't like white people.
Bro, facts. That's
what's up, King Darius? What's up?
My boy back.
Yeah, we talking about.
What's up? Y'all talking about reptilians now?
Yeah. That was just some shit.
No, we talking about them news. We talking about them news anchors.
Okay.
Talking about the news anchors, huh?
Right.
Big fact.
That shit crazy, man. That shit is crazy what they doing, man. They just had Joe Rogan go on. Joe Rogan had that, I forgot what his name, Sanjay Guapalo or something like that for CNN. And he went on the show and he was all cool with Joe Rogan. But when he went back to CNN, he followed the narrative again and Joe Rogan called him out. No, Joe Rogan called him out and then he was on the show. And then he just kind of basically said CNN lied. And he said, if you lie about people taking horse medicine, what about Russia? You think he'll lie about that? And I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
Listen, man. None of them news channels selling that's the real. None of them. CNN.
you know, your people, like our people, you know, when we was kids, when I was a kid, they used to watch the news every day. You know what I'm saying? In the morning, they wake up, you know, watch the news. And so, you know, doing something over and over, you get good at it. You know what I'm saying? So you start learning and processing more. So I think the news sort of raised all of us. And I think that's probably part of the problem. We follow that.
A big part, a huge part.
It's a major part. Yep, the media, because they have the power to push whatever narrative they want.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, you know, mainstream media, I mean, even public school curriculum when it comes to like history, you know, all of those things are tactics to, you know, keep us mentally enslaved and not knowing, you know, the true origins and history of number one, our people, and you know, just a lot of things in this country.
We really are. Yep.
Yeah, and just a lot of things in this country and the world for that matter. You know, everything is a tool to keep the masses deceived. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just got to do our due diligence and really teach the youth, man, because that's where it starts. You know what I'm saying? If we want like real change, it's like, you know, we got to teach the kids like really what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard because it's like, man, public school, it's like, okay, it's free. We can just send them there. But, you know, that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real.
Yeah.
And so, you know, even if you do still got to, you know, just let them go there for the sake of that, you know, you still got to instill in them, at least, you know, how I feel, the difference between what you're going to hear in those walls and what the reality is.
Yeah, factual.
What's the wildest shit you ever seen somebody do or heard somebody do for a record deal? This all this shit tie in together, y'all. Trust me.
Let me think. It gotta be 6ix9ine. He an industry plant. It gotta be 6ix9ine.
What do y'all feel about that? Yeah, tap in on that. Like, what do y'all feel about that? Like, other cultures, pretty much, they sort of the same culture as us anyway. They are, but how could he come in the game and do that? Or was we really even listening to that shit?
Listen, when you got the government behind you, you can do whatever you want.
So what's the wildest shit y'all ever seen a nigga do for a record deal?
Listen. That man, if getting on the stand pointing out people that wasn't even involved in the case for a $10 million deal, if that ain't it, I don't know what it is. Because he definitely did that for 10 more mil.
Whew, that's crazy. So do y'all think, okay, because it is plants and stuff like that. And like I say, I used to think, I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this shit, but I used to think like probably in the early 2000s that R. Kelly was an industry plant because I knew about the shit that, you know what I'm saying? It was rumor, you know what I'm saying? He went through everybody's city, so you would know and hear, and you heard somebody fuck with underage girls 3 or 4 times, you don't fucking believe it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, but I don't think they should be trying to do it, like, take his music down and shit. I mean, he's a musical genius. But I thought he was a plant. Y'all think they should have him under the wire like that? Like,
absolutely not.
I think that's not fair. If you take him down, you take down the whole situation.
He was America's golden boy. Like, he was like the golden boy. Like, he couldn't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's because he didn't have the intelligence to know what he signed his life over to. That's what that was.
They protected him for a long time, but then all of a sudden, cold turkey.
Yeah, protected and almost fed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might. Who knows? This guy might have been introduced to that particular life. You know what I'm saying? He might have been preyed upon just because of the trauma that he went through as a young kid and molested by his auntie. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we have to really dig deep with that situation, you know what I'm saying, before we really pass judgment, you know, and I could talk about that all day long. But what I will say is, from a musical standpoint and musical standpoint only, it's like, okay, if you cancel this guy's body of work with
everything,
which stretches over a span of over 20 plus some odd 30 years, you know, what are we gonna do with Elvis Presley? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do with Woody Allen's movies? You know, what are we gonna do with Kevin Spacey and the things that he's been in? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do with the entire movie catalog of Hollywood? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're gonna play this type of game, you know, everybody should be subject to the backlash. You don't just single out certain individuals based on, honestly, to me, I feel like based on, you know, complexion of one's skin, you know what I'm saying, and to protect others that are on the chopping block, you know what I'm saying, that we don't hear about. You know what I'm saying? Some people are highlighted and their darkness is highlighted because there's some elite individuals that's trying to hide what's going on with themselves.
Right.
So that's how I feel about that.
I get it. I hear what you're saying. Hell yeah. I feel that. That shit hard. Look.
Yeah.
But
you know,
do you think like a guy like, because it's obvious industry plans. Like I say, R. Kelly started off his industry plan. He never was whack. Like everybody like had like a little story about themselves. R. Kelly jumped in there, couldn't read or write, and just took the fuck off. Like, get the listen, man, on your stories, if you ever online and you use somebody's music on your stories, type in R. Kelly and just watch how many fucking songs he got.
Songs pop up.
It'll be songs that you didn't even think that he was. That was you like, that's R. Kelly shit. All right.
Listen, that's why I said you can never completely cancel him, because you could take his music down, but he's wrote for every great artist.
Yeah.
So that means you have to cancel the whole catalog.
And then you have to think about how double a mind fuck a cancel is. Because we start canceling motherfuckers, then eventually, you know what we can do? Just say, hey, yo, we just gonna erase history, right? And then because they already did it before. And I mean,
this is what they do.
They rewrote history in the 1800s when it was illegal for us to read for all those years. That's when they was writing. They was writing history. None of this shit is real. Like, where them slave ships at?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, come on, man. Come on.
Where they at? Where they at?
Null and motherfucking void is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to tap into this conversation all night, I'm telling you.
The Marine records say it was 6 ships. No, 5 ships. They got 5 ships in the Marine records, you know, but it ain't no more. How all these motherfuckers get here then?
Exactly. And just think about the era of time that we're talking about.
I'm telling you.
You got
just think about the era of time where, you know, sail boats or what have you, you know what I'm saying? These weren't motorized vehicles, you know what I'm saying? These weren't motorized vessels in the water, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about constructed wooden crafts with sails on them bitches.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to buy into that. Those ships were filled to the brim with a whole bunch of niggas.
No fight,
to cross over, you know what I'm saying, the ocean and come upon this particular land. And I'm supposed to believe that the majority of those individuals made it through that trip strong enough to then colonize and build up an entire country on their backs. You know what I'm saying? I think it sounds more feasible that individuals was already here.
Facts.
Yeah. And this land was already occupied, and they came, you know, those couple of European settlers found their way, stumbled upon this particular land that they thought was India, and they called Indians because they thought that's where they thought they was at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then next thing you know what I'm saying, they got the guns and what have you, and then bada bing, bada boom. That's a lot more believable than a couple boatload of niggas in the motherfucking 16 goddamn hundred, whatever the hell.
Do you think it was more of they guns or you think it was disease? What you think killed more people?
I mean, disease is disease, man.
They didn't have those, all of the diseases that came here, they came here.
Right.
Yeah, factually.
This was basically holy land. This was holy land damn near before the Vikings got here, you know.
True indeed.
Yeah.
That goes all the way to COVID.
So like our nationalities, how did we get so many nationalities? And what do y'all claim? Like, because we say black music and black, how do y'all feel about the titles and terms that we go under? Because we've been Negroes, we've been Negro Indian, then we've been Moors. I mean, we started off as that. Moors run the fucking world, man. But go ahead, like, how did we get?
Hey, you see what's on my Scully?
Yeah. So what's up with the nationalities? Like, what do what should a person like of color think? Should they think they're Indian or should they say they're African? Should they say they're Native, Aboriginal? Like, what term do you call a person?
Whichever one, you know what I'm saying, you particularly, feel comfortable with, you know what I'm saying? Some people, I like to use the term melanated, you know what I'm saying? Melanated individuals, you know what I'm saying? I like the term Aboriginal, you know what I'm saying? All of that, whatever one floats your boat, because we are all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what we are not is a color in a crayon box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we aren't. You know what I'm saying? So
when you do that research, you'll realize that yourself.
Yeah.
The beauty of us, we do have multiple names and things to choose from. You know what I'm saying? So pick out a hat, just make sure that black ain't in there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because that's a social status, man. And Chinese just upgraded the white status when they got all that money that the black people thought they were gonna get. Did y'all vote? Yeah, they gave all the niggas money away, all Israel and the other guys. But
yes, they did.
Did y'all get the Lil Nas X versus Bootsy shit? Now I'm on that conversation because of like, do you think it's an agenda in hip hop? Because I think that people are people. If you gay, trans, or whatever the fuck you are, you're a human being. Do you think it need to be a different term for a gay rapper or a trans rapper, or do you think that's just a marketing plan, push, or agenda? What's going on, man?
I don't. It's like you said. I have no issue with nobody identifying as what they identify as. But listen, I don't think it should be promoted to our kids on the at the level that it's being promoted to them.
Yeah.
Like they turned everything that we know into that, and it's like they get a chance to give their responses. The first time we give our response, you see what happens to us.
Mm-hmm.
Just the culture.
Exactly.
Yeah. The problem with this Nas X guy, and the mainstream likes to make it seem as if he's under this severe attack, and we need to protect him at all costs, and this, that, and the other. But it's like this is what you have to understand, because again, nobody discriminates what anybody is involved in when they behind closed doors. Hey man, get it how you live, bro. Right. My only thing is, when you specifically target children with your breakout single Old Town Road, that has these certain types of undertones that we did not know was in there until we realized how you are.
Right.
You lured these children in, you know what I'm saying, and then turn around and let the world know that, hey, this is what I'm on. And now you're so interested. And then the first thing you do is get a video and you sliding down to the devil, fucking the devil, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty fucking wild, ain't it?
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah, man, that's pretty, yeah. But in his case, is it the record company's fault or is it his fault?
It's both. It's because they know what they're doing. He signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? He was okay with being used to do that. I wouldn't be surprised if
The
the man
fact that he just came out and said that he no longer wants to be portrayed that way shows you that it was an industry plant and that, you know what I'm saying, he was
So
put here to do that.
Yeah, so you basically saying the man wasn't gay the whole time anyway.
That's what
it's highly probable that he wasn't even gay. And that
and you know what?
Stories going around too, you know.
Notoriety, which makes it even that much worse.
And you know what? Me and King Darius and De Niro Banks was actually sitting in the studio saying that right before he came out. We honestly don't even believe he does. And he signed up for it.
Maybe the
highest. That's crazy. That's it is, yeah. That's. I think he did sign up for it, and I think it just kind of went sideways for him because the people got to actually see you, you know.
Yeah, factual. You got to actually be that person at all times, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Okay, you get a. How much of an impact you think it really makes on the Black community? I mean, well, on the community, you know what I'm saying? Like on the kids.
It's hard. I was about to say, just cause you had rephrased it. It's hard because it hits the kids. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
when the younger kids, that's when they're being taught, and that's when they're learning what they need to learn the most. You know what I'm saying? So they seeing that on everything. They changing the cartoons. It's in everything, bro. Like it's hard to avoid now. And then you got him he's attacking everybody in the industry right now. And the moment they say something back, he's being attacked. It's like, you know, it's an unfair game.
Yeah, because my thing is, man, you know, like I think he was on one show not too long ago and they asked him about, you know, how you feel about the responsibility that you have as far as being, you know, someone that kids are looking at and, you know, you doing this type of material that you're doing now. And he said, his response was something to the nature of, well, you know, fuck your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he really said that?
Oh, yeah,
he said that.
He like verbally said that.
Yeah, he literally said, fuck your kids, you know, but he was basically trying to come off as like, oh, well, fuck that, because this is art and I'm not here to be yada, yada, yada. But it's like, dude, hold on now. Don't try to play that game, because at the end of the day, you knew what you were doing. That was a calculated tactic, luring those kids in with that Old Town Road.
That's what I said. Like your first song, that wasn't marketed towards grown people. Let's be real. It was a high tune, but it wasn't marketed for us, bro.
So what?
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So at what age do you think these kids need to stop being monitored? At like, I mean, because of influence.
Off the rip.
Off the rip now, yeah, facts. Because like I said, it's early now. They changing it in everything, bro. Superman's like that now.
Well, you got the like transgender thing is kind of getting big and it's popular, you know, whatever. So they got so at like what age do you think kids can say I'm gay, I'm trans, or
listen? 8 motherfucking
like I said, I don't know what age is right, but I feel like you should let that kid make that choice. Don't put it upon them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I have no issue with it, but just let them be them. Like, don't let them see it if that's what they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're forcing it, man. They're forcing it, and that's my only problem with it. Cause I have no issue. Have friends that way, but you know what I'm saying?
When there's a severe attack on just being masculine and being a straight individual, when that whole thing is, when there's a severe attack on that, you know what I'm saying, and yet at the same time this other alternative lifestyle is being like just heavily promoted, that is called an attack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we must protect our youth from being attacked upon. You know what I'm saying?
That was Dave Chappelle's whole point of his the most recent stand-up. That was his whole point. What bro just said. Y'all are not being attacked. It's our people being attacked. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
right.
They don't have to watch what they say. You know what I'm saying? We have to watch everything we say, and it's like it shouldn't be like that. We in a free country, supposed to be.
Life should be free, you know. I mean,
yeah, man. But yeah, that conversation is, man, it goes so deep, man. I just feel like they need to listen to us too. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but I mean, because the world follows us, the dark-skinned American person. That's who runs the entire world. Like everybody's TV is watching somebody dark right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody who's watching TV is something they watching. Unless they watching Hollywood movies, then they watching all white people teach you how to live life.
Yeah.
So how being in Georgia, did y'all grow up in Georgia?
Oh yeah.
Are y'all from here?
Born and raised, Marietta, Georgia.
Okay. And you from
I basically like half my life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I came down here you know what I'm saying, like my later years in high school, you know what I'm saying, and then just embrace the area. And then once I made the anthem for the area, I'm officially from this bitch now. So
talk your shit, man. Talk your shit, man, Playboy.
You did.
So did who started Elite Tier music?
Oh man. We started it as a collective, man. Nobody's ahead of nobody, man. We all work together as a team, man.
So tell me about that. Is it like is a unity? Y'all all together and y'all put out music as a group or as a label, or how y'all
as a group, label, as individual artists, you know what I'm saying? It's the LLC, is what we call ourselves, you know what I'm saying? But everybody has their own freedom. It's one of them situations where ain't nobody hired, like I said, nobody's hired than nobody, man. Yeah. We're just trying to make good music and show people that a label can be ran by our complexion and not be torn down by greed and all the other things that every other label has been torn down.
Yeah, you got to play in the Negro League, and that don't mean black. It's the Negro League, just like the baseball league. You know, like they got shout out to Russ. I like Russ. Russ is the shit, and he one of the dopest artists out there. He in the Negro League. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about it. You know, it's just every now and then you catch one. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then we catch one. It ain't Eminem. It ain't Eminem, but Russ in the league. He ended. So that's what I call the Negro Leagues. So how do you so y'all drop your own shit? Y'all do your own promotion?
Oh yeah. And shout out for Elvis publicity. Yeah. But man, we doing everything in-house, man. And like I said, we just trying to show them we can do it from such a small area as they call it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just make it big, man. No greed. Everybody just doing what they need to do, man.
How many records y'all put out so far on y'all on your label?
This Dirty Things was our first official release, and then we got shout out to Narrow Bags. My boy got his thing crazy right now too. Then like I said, Scorpio dropping 11/21. Let me say that again. All major platform. And then King Darius got the Self Love coming. He can speak more on that, but that thing there, man, that is gonna give you chill. It's gonna give you chill.
Hold on, you got what's the name of it? Self Mode?
It's called Self Love. Self-love.
Yes, self-love. Shit, I wrote down right here anyway.
That record is crazy, man. Like it has so many just different powerful elements to it. You know, it's featuring R&B artists named Aria Marie. You know what I'm saying? She's super, super duper dope. And you know what I'm saying, with her and my just delivery and the things that I was talking about on there, you know, it just really makes for a real powerful song, because I'm really highlighting certain things in that record that the average individual probably doesn't, but I make it to where it sounds very good on the ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people are definitely going to appreciate that song, because it's going to be needed. It's needed right now, and it's on the way. So be on the lookout for that one. You know what I'm saying? We shooting that video November 2nd out here in the A. You already know, you know what I'm saying? So that video gonna be crazy. And then once it drop, man, it's just, you know, the floodgates gonna open. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready for everything to come with. You know what I'm saying?
I know
the
that's
whole
right.
team.
So how did you create the vibe for that song?
It was really just, you know, it was really about a situation where it's like, hey, you know, before I can really just move on or try to jump into these types of, you know, certain relationships and what have you, it's like, hey, let me take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Let me embrace myself. Let me get myself right. You know what I'm saying? I can't be, you know, ready to love someone else without loving myself first. You know what I'm saying? And even collectively as a people, we got to start loving ourselves more. You know what I'm saying? We got to hold ourselves accountable better. We have to, you know what I'm saying, uplift ourselves, you know what I'm saying, into, you know what I'm saying, better versions of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what the song is all about, man. And to get off of the folly and the bull crap that the streets come with, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, why can't we glorify good things? You know what I'm saying? And I said, hey, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do with this song. And I did it in a way that the everyday hip hop listener is going to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, nigga, this is too conscious. Let me turn this shit up. Like, nah. It's right in the mode. It's right in the mode of everything that's going on. Yet it's some positivity. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. It's definitely a feel good record.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, see, that's why I said it's always gonna tie in. I knew it would eventually when I got to these questions, because they got to see y'all intellect. I mean, y'all just said some stuff that nobody in our community really saying. Some niggas saying shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a DJ. We got to talk about like issues and like really what's going on and like a different perspective. And y'all just gave a whole different perspective. And now with the song, you say, you know, this is how you present it. And I'm showing them that you can be smart than a motherfucker and present a good body of work every time. Yep. That's what y'all do.
Exactly.
That's like the song Rondo. Did y'all Mike?
Oh yeah. That's on that Chateau Margaux. That's my last album.
Yeah. The song Rondo. That's what I was saying. Y'all got different dynamics. So like, what the deal with that? Like, how do you go from songs like that to like the Want You to you know what I mean? Like, and still keep your sanity. You know what I mean? Like y'all, you know, y'all make good entertainment. How do you Jekyll and Hyde that shit?
It goes back to what we was talking about earlier. The difference from being a rapper or a singer and being an artist. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to force yourself to one lane. You know what I'm saying? You just hear a beat and that energy just it creates itself.
True that. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because I guess Denzel Washington play a lot of different roles. Shit, he ain't stuck in one role.
I'm telling you, that's what they want to see. That's what they want to see. You giving them all one lane, they get tired of you fast. You know what I'm saying? So now you hit them with different angles. They don't know that. Then you give them an option to choose which one of you they like.
Damn. So y'all watch Versus Battle?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan.
What's y'all best Versus Battle so far?
Listen, you already know the Locks versus Dipset, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was definitely the checkpoint, turning point, as far as like it really just taking it to that next level for sure. Yeah. And I think the one immediately after that took that baton and ran with it as well, and that's the Fat Joe and Ja Rule. Because I was very appreciative to see Ja Rule just really, you know, be able to show off his body of work that wasn't getting no justice over the years due to, you know, we all know what happened.
The transition of music and the newer generation, yeah, and what happened.
Yeah, well, really 50 Cent.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because I'm a huge Ja Rule fan, so seeing that was different, man. That felt great, man. Listen.
Man, what?
Listen, the newer generation needed that one.
Well, I think what happened, y'all see what I mean, like what really happened, the vibe in music. Remember, it was geared, like you go back 1 year, 2 years, it was so geared towards 21 and under, 25 and under. Now it's 25 and up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you got ain't nobody selling as young. NBA Youngboy, the only one.
Yeah,
the only one. The rest of them that's a lie. That's some bullshit. That's just analytics, man. Like they ain't really making no impact.
Listen, we had a
330.
conversation so much. You one of the only people that were on that like actually admit to that. People be so mad.
Oh, it's happening. It's changing though. Like it's kind of like this shit's changing. It's going the other direction.
Yeah, factual.
Like even the Lil Nas X concert. Yeah, that's all the kids got now because they ain't got the real shit. Like you got West Side Gun them. Niggas in their 40s. Rock Marciano. You got you know, like Nas just dropped. Freddie Gibbs dropped. Niggas they in their 40s going platinum, man. Like
Benny the Butcher, all the man. Come on.
Yeah,
that's
Benny.
my main point of doing timeless music as opposed to right now music. Because the timeless music is the music that's really selling at the end of the day. And those are the artists that's really on top of the game when you really look at the charts. Even to this day, like you said, the Eminems, the Jay-Z's, the Nas, you know what I'm saying? Them the ones that's going platinum. These other dudes, like I said earlier, it's also a media thing. Like I said, the radio fooled them. They think they hear the song 10 times a day on the radio, this song going platinum. No, bro. Yeah. Look up these charts. These guys not doing no numbers.
No.
And it's like you said, NBA Youngboy, the only one. And he getting his off of YouTube. Listen, I salute him, bro.
But I like these indie, like y'all. I'm gonna always listen to y'all music forever now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you get to discover the artists. Not now, nobody sit down and listen to the radio all day no more. That don't program people. People programming themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to get to them.
It's all everything moving to them playlists on Spotify and everything like that. That's where music changes to. The radio's still big, but listen, it's Spotify and Apple Music, man. That's what you're doing during your day when you're working out. You're not listening to the
radio. So what's y'all favorite record that y'all have put out so far together?
Dirty Things. I gotta say it. Dirty Things.
Oh, okay.
I'm sticking with it.
That's that one. That's that one right there.
Dirty Things. That's my shit. Like real, that bitch stand out.
It's another joint. It's another joint that we got out there on the platforms, man, called Natural Goddess.
Natural Goddess.
Oh yeah, that's definitely my. Oh yeah. Definitely.
I really do rock with that one too. That's a Mike Jordan, King Darius, the great collabo right there.
Shit.
That's definitely a number 2 right there. Definitely.
A strong number 2. We actually, we definitely gonna revisit that one on some, video and promo and all that. Yeah. That one is crazy.
So y'all,
that's another one of them uplifting records. Definitely.
So do y'all drop on YouTube often, or how do y'all do videos? You got a website, Instagram, like what do y'all be at?
Right now, like I said, right now I'm dropping on the platform. Bro shooting this video November 2nd. Start dropping videos as soon as possible right now. We just bought our own cameras. Like we trying to do everything ourselves now. So out of everything, like real stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, when I listen to music, I listen to Spotify. Like like that's what I go to because I got the app on the phone already. I I got SoundCloud app. I got, you know what I mean, like the apps that you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So that's what I do. So
yeah, so it's definitely dropping on all major platforms. But y'all about to see the video. We about to put the visuals with them, so it's coming.
That's what's
Trust
up,
me.
man. Shoot. So
Yes, indeed.
So man, yeah, man, it was good talking to y'all, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, I guess, man, because shoot, I could keep going on. I mean, it's I ain't got a time limit. Like I don't have a time limit. I ain't got nothing to do. One last thing though, how do y'all? Because I'm gonna go about, I guess, a couple more minutes because I think I got what's the name? But how do y'all go about picking your producers and stuff?
We have, like I said, we have a few we work with, but it's really like, especially with Dirty Teams out and the records we've been putting out, the producers really reaching out to us. So it's more of just, you know what I'm saying, picking the beats and the ones we actually vibe with. But
right,
it's not specific producers for me. Like I'm willing to work for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta pick the record, you know what I'm saying? Just send the right one. That's all it is.
That's what's up. I mean, I guess it's smart though, because you're a songwriter, you write on like a lot of different stuff. So like
yeah. So
right.
Just send me, like you said earlier, you hear one song and then the second one be completely different. Just send me a variety. Right. That's all I want.
I feel you on that. Y'all working that shit too. Y'all working the fuck out that shit, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Any shout outs, man?
Man, shout out everybody, man. The whole elite tier, Bill, Bixby, Brim, the Narrow Backs. Man, listen, Tavares, everybody, man. Flo. The list can go on forever, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to like I said, Aria Marie. She gonna be on the next single that I'm dropping, Self Love. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, definitely shout out to her and what we got coming. And man, dog, just I'm saying, shout out to my dog King Zakir out there in Chicago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? One of the Moabs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for sure. Islam all day long. You know what I'm saying? So you know. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? We keep our circle tight knit around these parts, bro. You know what I'm saying? There ain't too many names on the list, but them names is heavy hitters.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
You got to keep that click tight, man. Yo, I fuck with y'all, man. I fuck with y'all hard as shit. Thank y'all for joining me, brother. Man.
Likewise, too, man. We really appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Just want to commend you, brother, because, you know what I'm saying? You obviously have a whole lot of higher understanding as well, man. So, you know, it's just good to be able to be interviewed by somebody of that particular stature, bro. So salute to you.
Oh, definitely. Man, we can actually express ourselves and actually talk how we want to talk. That was
gotta do to eat. Might be illegal, so what? And outlaw, I don't like the police. Now I'm speeding on the run. Know the border across the town, don't want beef. The fellas know I got a gun. They try me up, I'm drawing first and then shoot. Cause guess what? I got the tool in my boot. I got the tool in my boot. Yeah, I got the tool in my boot. I'm locked and loaded, I'll shoot. Cause I got the tool in my boot. I'm in the spirit of the Second Amendment, yeah. Let's fucking hear it for the Second Amendment, yeah. Right to bear arms, that's the Second Amendment, yeah. It's constitutional, I'm proud to defend it, yeah. So miss me with the hocus pocus, and all the school shooting hoaxes. Cause I'ma keep the rifle near. This is my land and I'll be damned to ever live in fear. Gotta protect my property. What's Antifa to a brother with a lot of heat? Indigenous, yeah, I'm an Aborigine. This the shit that they don't teaching you is history. I'm just doing what I gotta do to eat. Might be illegal, so what? And outlaw, I don't like the police. Now I'm speeding on the run. I got a gun. They know I got a gun. They try me up and drawing first and then shoot. Cause guess what? I got the tool in my boot. I got the tool in my boot. Yeah, I got the tool in my boot. I'm locked and loaded, I'll shoot. Cause I got the tool in my boot.
Yeah, coming from the bottom. Growing up in Mayred, it's like an insane asylum. Keep a gun inside my boot, 2 more inside the jacket. I turned it to the wild, wild west. If it's action and it's fuck the police. Fuck the police. Had to say it 2 times. Die slowly and all lives can't matter if black lives don't. I got a family to feed, so I'm doing what I want. All I know is stack up the paper and move. Can't stay in one place, that's how you catch a fair case. Stay ahead, never move how they want me to do. Trying to make it home safe. In God's name we pray, amen. Oh.
I'm just doing what I gotta do to eat. Might be illegal, so what? So what? It's outlaw, I don't like the police. Now I'm speeding on the run. Now I'm speeding on the run. Know them boys across town don't want beef. The fellas know I got a gun. They know I got a gun. They try me up and drawing first and then shoot. Cause guess what? I got the tool in my boot. I got the tool in my boot. Yeah, I got the tool in my boot. I'm locked and loaded, I'll shoot. Cause I got the tool in my boot.